Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. Today in this video, we are going to discuss Arweave, conduct machine learning based price analysis, regression analysis, accumulation strategies for Arweave events token AR. None of the content is financial advice. Arweave currently is ranked number 68th by market cap, price at around $14.5. And looking at some of the historical snapshot of the crypto market, you can find that Arweave. So, for example, in November 2021 time period, Arweave was ranked outside at around top 71 spot at around market cap of around 2.3 billion. Today, the market cap is at around 950 million. So there has been a lot of decline in market cap from the last peak that was in 2021. You can check it out on the market cap based analysis for Arweave. Back then the market cap was at around 2.12 billion. Sorry, over here that was in November of 2021 at around 2.86 billion. Now it's sub 1 billion. In 2024 the market cap did go at as high as at around 3 billion. So has had a significant drop in terms of price as well. You can see back then the price was at around $55. Now it's at around $15, at one third of what the price was 6 to 7 months ago. In terms of ranking in 2022, Arweave did go down on the rankings from 71st spot to 84th spot in 2022. So had a decline in market cap based ranking. If you go to 2023, Arweave came back to 75th rank and now it's under top 70. So has maintained a prolonged presence in the top 100 cryptos by market cap. That is always a good sign. Its narrative is that it's a decentralized storage related crypto and has a mission of maintaining a permanent presence on web. So the network primarily hosts the perma web, that is permanent decentralized web based on community driven applications and platform. Has been this project has been around since 2020, founded by two PhD holders, and has the mission of building a consensus mechanism quite similar to proof of work. I think they call it proof of access over here. Again, consensus algorithm, modified version of proof of work, and that's how they operate, and they have been audited by four cybersecurity firms. Again, that is one of the information related to Arweave. Again, not financial advice or anything. In terms of tokenomics, circulating supply at around 65 million, total supply at around 65 million, max supply at around 66 million. So almost more than 95% of supply is in circulation, which is a great sign for a project in terms of their tokenomics. Now going to the website and utilizing machine learning to look at what is potential for our Arweave. So this is the weekly price action of AR, and we have three scenarios. This is our machine learning based models were trained on these weekly price actions, and we have three outputs on this model based off ARIMA, LSTM, and XGBoost. The first, that is the pink line, this is the trend line. You can say that is how the directionality of the forecasts are looking. That is, the trend is up, the pink line has an upward bias. That means without any bullish or bearish presence in the or narratives in the market, the likelihood based on the historical price is that the price has an upward bias between $15 to about $20. Again, you wouldn't expect much from the trend line, because this is just a line which is supposed to cut through the bullish and bearish phases of the market in half and provide a directionality. So that is the base case scenario. The bull case scenario at one standard deviation confidence or 68th percentile bull case is this yellow line. And per this model, week ending tomorrow, that is November 2024, the one standard deviation ceiling was at around $18.86. And in this week, if you check over the last 7 days, price did go to about $17 at one point, but has now come down quite a bit from that level. So again, one standard deviation ceiling held. Our forecasts were right for this week, and going forward, again till about early April of 2025, one standard deviation ceiling, that is non-euphoria bull case. A euphoria bull case is like this, for example, back in early February, that price action going straight up. Again, October 2023 going straight up. Again, July of 2021 till July till about September, October of 2021. Those are the euphoria phase. I'm not talking about these scenarios. I'm talking about the one standard deviation ceiling, which is kind of 68th percentile, or you can say non-euphoria bull case scenario, till early April, between $17 to $54. If you are looking at the euphoria case, that is the bull case at 95 percentile confidence interval, or two standard deviation bull case, we are looking at price action between $21 to about $133. That's the two standard deviation bull case. The bear case, again, it's always a good idea to visit both the hypothesis if the prices were to go up or down, because if the prices go up or down based on the market and the market sentiment and market forces, and those moments cannot be predicted by machine learning algorithm. The machine learning algorithm help understand based on historical prices what are theoretical ceilings, what are theoretical floors. The theoretical floor in a bear market correction is between $6 and about $14. That, and the week by week progression in terms of a tabular format is available over here on the bottom of the screen. Again, all of the content available on cryptoweeklies.com. You don't have to sign up or pay for anything. The base case is this column in the middle. To its left are the three standard deviation bear scenarios, the 68% confidence, 95% confidence, and 99.9% confidence, 7% confidence. That means, to read this, is that there is 99.7% confidence for our model. By 99.7% confidence, the model says that this week the prices cannot go lower than $10.28 or higher than $25. At 95 percentile, or the model's confidence at 95 percentage is at the prices won't go above $21 or go below $12, and so on and so forth. So at 68% confidence, cannot go below $14, cannot go higher than $18.86. So the key valuations, or the key columns of interest at this point in time, are this base case scenario. If the prices stays meaningfully above this base case or the trend model, and then to its right, the one standard deviation bull case. As we look towards the end of Q4 of the Bitcoin halving year, if Arweave has a meaningful presence in 2025, we are looking at the one standard deviation bull case. If Arweave manages to traverse some of the moves on this column to the right, that is the bull case at 68th percentile, or this yellow line, then in 2025, if the market were to go euphoric, those 95 percentile or the orange lines make more sense to look at that with a keen eye. Again, that's where Arweave is in terms of its machine learning based price analysis. Now, going to the regression based analysis, again, this is the homepage of cryptoweeklies.com. It has information and machine learning based price forecast regression analysis for not just Arweave, most of the top 100 cryptos by market cap, as well as some of the pairs, such as important pairs such as Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing on terms of Ether pair? These are the Ether pairs. These are the BTC pairs for some of the top cryptos by market cap, and also some of the cryptos which are outside top 100. So without spending too much time outside our scope for the video, this is the regression based valuation for Arweave. The fair value band for the regression based analysis, the fair valuation, if you look at it from a polynomial regression based approach, where the price action has a bullish bias during certain period, and during the bear market, the prices have a bearish bias. So if to encapsulate those non-linear relationship between the price and time based on the market cycle theory, this polynomial regression based valuation does a fair job to understand what are some of the highly overvalued phases during the bull run and some of the highly undervalued phases during the bear scenarios. That is, during the bull run, prices above this pink line signal that it's a decent time to think about dollar cost averaging out. And similarly, during the bear market, below price action below this pink line, a decent time to dollar cost averaging. Right now, the fair value per this analysis is around $49. The price is nowhere close to this valuation. That means either these bands would establish a different kind of shape if the prices were to go down, or the price has to do some catching up with the regression based fair value. If you believe that in 2025 crypto market goes up, then the fair value for Arweave at this point at around $50 represents an undervaluation of about 60 to 66%. And in terms of some of the other key levels to look for is the one standard deviation approach or residuals on top of this polynomial regression based valuation. That helps us understand not just during the bull cases where the prices are not just above the fair value, which is the pink line, but one standard deviation ceiling. That's when the market has gone really toppy, and personally speaking, that's when I think about DCAing out. Again, not financial advice. And equal and opposite is this light green line, which is the one standard deviation bottom. If the prices are below this one standard deviation bottom, that's when again best deals of DCAing are available. Again, right now price is below not just the fair value but the one standard deviation floor. It's close to the two standard deviation floor. Only a handful amount of time Arweave spends below the two standard deviation floor. Again, in terms of percentages, only 5% of the time Arweave spends below this green line or above the orange line. Right now the prices are really close to the green line. You can see the green line is coming in at around $15.79. Price is at around $14.55. So the hypothesis is that either the regression based approach is more bullish than it should be, or the prices are more bearish than they should be. So again, the way to interpret, personally speaking, in terms of expected value is coming in at prices at this regression levels are personally speaking are flashing some of the DCA based signals. If you look at this problem from a dollar cost average perspective, we have three models: the SMA model, which looks at the shorter term based overvaluation undervaluation; the DCA model, which is quite the same as this regression model. Instead of color coding based on residuals, we have color coded the price based on proportional distance. We'll start with that model now. The DCA model, quite similar to this regression based model. The two standard deviation peak ceiling for Arweave coming at around $123 over here, again at around $152 per this polynomial model. So slight differences based on this proportional distance between this gray line. The prices are color coded based on the risk levels over here. Wherever the risk levels are sufficiently low, the prices, the market is conducive for DCAing in, whereas the opposite, when the risk levels are very high, the market is conducive for DCAing out. Right now, you can see in terms of the historical price action, this risk levels are between 0 and 0.1. That means again 1% risk, 99% reward if the market were to catch up to these regression bands. That's how these models are calculated. These are not some retroactively fitted models. They have some utility in analyzing the price in the relatively undervalued or overvalued at real time. That means it's not looking at past performance exclusively to determine what is a retrospective analysis, but again mostly using past data to determine how the valuation is at this point in time. This again looks at past updated every single day and looks at past 24 hours worth of data as well. Again, you can see prices over here. Now on November 2nd, prices still about November 1st represent prices below this dotted green line. The dotted green line is the bottom regression or the 2 standard deviation floor at around $16.27. Right now the prices are below this $16 level as well. And in terms of the tabular interpretation of these risk levels is, if you're looking at a price which is close to zero risk, again risks are never zero, especially with crypto, price at around $15 or under $15 is considered close to zero risk. Again, prices are below that threshold of this model, and at incremental risk levels, the corresponding prices are established by the model. 5% risk would represent today the price at around $21. Again, these models are calculated every single day, so these valuations tend to shift based on what the price do in real time, and that means it doesn't have any lag or staleness in the model. At around, personally speaking, whenever the prices are representing this shift from green color to red color, that's when DCAing out makes most sense. At around 0.5 risk levels, coming in at price action at around $82, and the eventual peak forecasted or not analyzed by this or predicted by this model is at around price action between $123, again that around 0.8 risk, till about $150, which would represent 1 or 100% risk. So that's where this model helps establish where the price action for Arweave is in terms of the risk levels and accumulation based approach. In terms of the shorter term model, which looks at how the price is doing with respect to the 20-week simple moving average of Arweave, this helps us understand if the prices are in short term overvalued with respect to the 20-week moving average. They have done a fair job in identifying most of the tops. You can see in March 2021, this risk levels were flashing 0.96 risk. In August 2021, again 1 or 100% risk. In November 2021, again risk levels at around 90%. Even in March of 2024, risk at around 97%. Again, had a decent he's had a decent performance so far. That is to identify the peaks, as well as now at the bottoms you can see during the early bear market of 2022. Whenever, again this is shorter term model, whenever this risk levels are between 0 and 0.1, that's where you can see the opposite of risk is reward. Now per this model, again whenever the risks are sufficiently low, rewards are potentially sufficiently high. Again, especially since July of 2024, Arweave has spent most of the time in this blue Dodger blue color scheme between 0.1 and 0.2 risk. Right now the SMA risk is at around 17%. That means 17% risk, 83% reward per this model. This is the SMA model. We will have a composite model based discussion at the end of the video. This is the second model, and the third model is the time weighted average price based model. And the key idea with this model is the risks are color coded in the same fashion based on the relationship between the current price and this blue price line. The blue price line represents the time weighted average price for Arweave. That time weighted average price is coming in at around $17.68. Price below $17.68 is classified by this model at zero risk. You can see over here close to, again risks are never zero, but this model interprets them at zero risk. You can see historically speaking, per this model scheme, DCAing over a longer period of time, whenever the prices are below this blue line, would essentially establish a bear market for Arweave, and bear market based accumulation yields the most rewards. Again, if that, provided the asset has a potential upside and it's not something which is shielded and without any fundamentals. So with a meaningful presence in the crypto market since about March of 2020, Arweave had its first meaningful bear market in 2022, and one could argue that it survived that bear market and came back and put in a lower low, didn't put in a new all-time high like Bitcoin did in this between this March to May rally. But again, it's certainly not in this price action where it's lagging the lagging even the time weighted average price, like most of the older cryptos are doing right now. So per this model, again, risks are close to zero. So to summarize the performance across these three models, we have this estimated, this is an estimation, we are working on this model, again Arweave, and its token is at around, the token ticker is at this AR. The latest price is coming in at around $14.63, which we represented in terms of risk levels, 1% risk, in terms of the time weighted average price, and in terms of the SMA model, that's 17% risk. We established that, and if we weight this risk reward based on the three models, the overall risk is coming in at around 4%. And again, these are some of the lofty valuations. I wouldn't pay much attention to this bull run peak, because we are still in development for this, using this model, how to come up with a bull run peak. Again, we don't have a silver bullet for that. Again, so what I could leave you with is, instead of looking at those bull run estimates, what we can do is an exercise on using the DCA model, machine learning based analysis, to come up with a price prediction. Again, these are some of the hardest things to do, to predict price using models alone. Again, per the DCA model, we are looking at price action peak between $110 and $150 with the data that we have in hand right now. The SMA model says peak between $65 and $75. So an average of that would be at around $100. The machine learning based graph is looking at a euphoria phase, a peak between $100 and $130. So weighing them together, a future bull run peak at around $100 and between $100 and $130 seems to be what the data is indicating. And with this, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did enjoy, please subscribe to the channel. Also give this video a like, because we do make videos related to similar crypto and their machine learning based price predictions, as well as the overall market sentiment and narrative analysis. So hope you stay updated with those as well, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.